So according to latest post, it looks like Pastor November has gone back to his bras on the head, dancing with the video on wearing towels. Like, he's a little bit worse off than what he was before. Before, he used to just wear the makeup and all those type of things, but now he wears the makeup and all of that, and then he goes even worse. Like, he outright just wears towel and a bra and puts a bra on his head. Like, he's worse. Like, he's really, really, really worse. But this is something that I wanted to talk about. A lot of times people, when they see things like this, they talk about things like humiliation rituals. Humiliation rituals are things that happen in cults. They're cults that do things in humiliation to keep you in the cult. Okay, so there is that. Now, is this a humiliation ritual? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. You might be just speculating, and we're not gonna do that. But what we're gonna do here, what I want to kind of like really emphasize is why never to humiliate yourself in order for people to talk about what you're talking about, right? Why you don't have to do that in order for people to talk about you. First, if you've noticed, people kind of get tired of gimmicks. Like, if a person keeps pulling gimmicks, people after a while get tired of the gimmicks. And what ends up happening is that they lose interest in whatever it is that you thought you had to present to them and so forth. And so we just kind of like, not going to be watching that. That's the first reason. Why is that? Because after a while, they're going to forget what you did. It's not gonna matter. Of course, they will remember you by it, but that's only when they see you again. And so that implies you have to keep doing worse of things and worse of things and worse of things and worse of things for these people to keep you in their sight. That's not worth it. It's not worth it. You see, Zoto Abantu, she did what she did. She did the worst. She allowed men to be busy touching her private parts, and then she just claimed, I love you guys. And she kept saying it, like, I love you guys, I love you guys. And maybe she thought by saying that, they'll want to keep it. Yeah, but you see, only person who's going to stay committed after touching your private parts and what and all that, it's a person who's actually in a relationship with you, who's married to you. That's it. That's the person that's going to remain committed. They do that, they're like cheap. It becomes cheap. This is important to understand. If you understand why, because there's a diminishing return of excitement. Because they want to see something else new. That's human nature. After a while, they're going to get tired of the gimmick, and then it's going to just become something average. This is why you will notice that over time, although she might be still doing that stuff, people just don't care. Why? They've seen. What else? What else? If you came out right now and you said, there's a person so and so in so and so place who has news of so and so, everybody will be like, wait, what? They'll go want to see that. Why? Because it's something they've never seen. You might say that the body is the same. You can say that they have boobs. Everybody has boobs. Everybody has backside. Everybody has thing. But they haven't seen that person thingy. And so it might create an excitement. But after they've seen, that's it. That's about it. Goes the same with Minila meeting. I don't know why you would do that. Now, I do not see why you think that that's a beneficial thing for you to go out there and do. Because over a long term, they get tired of the gimmicks. And they will stop checking for it. Oh, no, I've seen that. You've seen it with other people. You should actually, you see, by studying what has happened to other people, you know what not to do for yourself or to yourself. And so these things, it shows you, absolutely not necessary. They actually ruin your reputation, because you are seen as cheap. It cheapens the value that you bring. It cheapens what you bring. When people want to see it, it should be something that value, man. So that's the first reason. Not talking about humiliation ritual or whatever. The reason why not to do gimmicks like this, of going naked and doing what? He used to just wear women's clothes and high heels and a wig. That was wild. Now he goes as far as not even wearing a t-shirt and now wearing underwears and bras on the head. He has to keep upping the antes. Now after that, what now? Is he gonna go naked? What now? Because the more of the stuff that people see, the less interested they're going to grow. You want to know why not to do it? Because it's going to become uninteresting. So don't do it. Why humiliate yourself for nothing? I do not see what the upside is. The devil does this. The devil makes people think that it's gonna remain relevant. Yeah, people will remember you like that, but that implies that you gotta do something crazy again to be in front of them again, and then they'll want to check for it. It's not worth it. Over time, you're just degrading yourself for no reason. Sorry, I like my integrity. I like it intact. Mandams keeps his clothes on. We're going to keep it like this. I have no interest to have. Why? Diminishing returns. There's nothing to that. So he has to keep going back and humiliating himself. And so we don't even have to talk about all these ideas of speculation, of humiliation rituals and what else. Just on the basic. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. But this message, guess what? It will fall on deaf ears. People just will never listen. They want to be a statistic. Like he trended for driving a bike into the church. He trended for wearing the dresses. He trended for his Sangoma, whole entire thing that he was doing over there. That's about it. Then people move on, talk about other things. The other time he was complimenting a woman's body, what. It's you trend for these things, and then after that, then what? It's not worth it. It is not worth it. But do you think people will actually hear that? Nope. Humans are funny. Humans are absolutely funny. You would think they will get it. Nope, they don't. At the end of the day, more people are going to do these gimmicks, because at the end of the day, they start to think that it's worth it. But they don't see the trick that the devil plays over them. Static Reality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes down today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. Do not be playing humiliation on yourself. It only devalues. It only devalues you. It will never bring value. We have clothes for a reason. Nakedness, it does something. It just does something. You don't want what it does.